Hi, Sansi. This is Rashid Palyal from Dubai. I am a PR expert and leadership visibility specialist. Today, I have one question which is about reading. In my childhood, when I was studying in school, our teachers used to tell us in order to inspire us to read, that read everything and anything that you get. Okay, that is one. So that they inspire us to read, to get us reading books, novels, and everything. But you teach us to learn or read vertically, not horizontally.
Yeah.
So how does that? What's your take on that? Reading everything will help us, or reading when it comes to learning, or when it comes to getting educated, it should go vertically or not horizontally. What's your take on that?
Thank you very much, Rashid. Now that's a powerful question. That's a powerful question. Let me give you an analogy for that. Imagine you are traveling by air. Okay, you're traveling by air, and you found a bookstall at the airport, at the terminal building, and you got into the bookstall. It's a big bookstall, and you would rather looking to the entire books and the shelves, you'll be looking at your specific area. Okay, what type of books that you want. For me, I buy books each time I travel. And I write the dates. I also write the itinerary of which airport did I buy, on what trip did I buy, and so forth. Now, for me, as soon as I get into a bookstore, the first thing that I would be looking for, non-fiction area.
Yeah.
That's my area. There are a lot of fiction books there, a lot of magazines there, a lot of health magazines and so forth. No. My focus would be going to the non-fiction area, and then I would be going for leadership or something to do with leadership. Self-development, self-mastery. Those are the sections that I'll be going down, and then I'll be selecting one book. What does that mean? I have funneled everything to one single point. I make one shopping and I get out. That's called vertical. And horizontal means going to the friction area, buying one book from there, taking another, going to a magazine, buying something else from there, then going to the management area and buying that. That's called horizontal learning. Now, what is the defects? Let's look at the good side and not that good side, pros and the cons. Okay, let's put it that way. Is learning good? Is reading good? The answer is yes. Reading everything is good. However, you need to ask yourself, is that reading material going to help you in your own self-development and growth? Very important.
Yeah.
Let's take an example. You get the newspaper and then you see a news which is talking about a murder. Then it talks about some sort of robbery. Then it talks about something which has nothing to do with adding value. You are still reading. Do you agree? You're reading the newspaper. You are spending around about half an hour reading all those junk things which are not going to help you add value in your life. Yeah. It's not adding value in your life. And if you are a teacher, if you're a trainer, if you are a coach, if you are a leader, if you're a manager, you can't go and share that story with your teammates in a team meeting, in a roundtable meeting. Why? Because that's not adding value. It's just like talking about there was a murder there, there was a hijack there, sorry, there was a criminal case there, there was a girl which was raped and so forth. No, it's not adding value. But did you read the answers yet? How many hours did you spend? You spent half an hour. Did it add value? The answer is no. That's where you need to ask yourself, okay, I'm into finance and I'm opening the newspaper. I want to know more about what is the trend happening in the world. You go directly into that. That's called vertical learning. If you are into politics, then you'll go straight away into that particular area and ask yourself, what are the things which is happening in the political level? If you are a manager, then you'll ask yourself, what are the areas that I need to know whereby I can share that? Now, this is an example from a newspaper. The same thing applies with a book. There are books in your shelves which you have never touched. Do you agree to that? There are books in your shelves which you have never touched. That happens to everyone. Why? Because you didn't pick up the book, and that is not adding value to somebody else. If I had to pick up a book, you know that every week I come up with one book. Every week I come and I teach one book every week. Why? Because I challenge myself that I need to learn something new every single week, and I can teach about that. I can talk about that. I can do a presentation about that. So that's called vertical learning. I don't know everything. I don't know everything, and I don't need to know everything. Now, if I ask you one question, Rashid, do you know how the switch works? How does a switch work? There's a cathode, an anode, or something. I have no idea about. Do you need to know all those things? Do
No,
you need to
absolutely
know?
no.
Absolutely no. Because if you've got a child, and if your child is, let's say, 4 years old, you can go and ask the child, Baba, go and switch on the light, and he will or she will go and switch on the light. That's exactly what you need to know, what I need to know. You don't have to know everything, and nobody knows everything. Do you agree to that?
Yeah.
So ask yourself, what is it you need to know? And go for that and become a master in that particular area. Funnel it down. It's all called laser focused on that particular topic or subject. You'll become a master in that. People will come to you because you become an authority in that. Otherwise, nobody's going to know you. You become a specialist in that. People don't, if you have some sort of chest pain, God forbid, if you've got a chest pain, you'll be going to whom? Tell me.
To a doctor, a cardiologist.
Absolutely. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly correct. You will not go to a general practitioner. Am I right? You will not go to a GP. Rather than
Yes.
you look for the best of the best doctor specialist in that particular area, and you will go to his place. Am I right? Why?
Yes.
Because he has gone through vertical learning. He has got the vertical skills. And if you want to become a champion in life, if you want to become a leader in life, you need to ask yourself, where am I heading to? And what are the things that I need to learn? And avoid everything that you don't have to learn, which is not going to add value, and only focus on that particular area. I'll tell you, you'll become a champion. You will become the superstar and the rock star in your industry. Did I answer your question?
Yes, yes, absolutely. That is really interesting, Sensei. I have been thinking about this for a long time. Whether should we read everything or should we do a vertical education? Thank you so much for the insights.
Thank you very much, Rishi. Thanks a lot.